I had been planning my wedding for months. Everything had to be perfect. The venue, the dress, the music. It was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. A celebration of love with my fiancé. But, of course, my sister found a way to make it all about her. From the start, I should have known it was going to be a disaster. My sister, Emily, craved attention. She thrived on being the center of everything, and I had always tolerated it, thinking she'd eventually grow out of it. But when she found out I was getting married, something inside her snapped. The day of the wedding, everything went smoothly at first. The ceremony was beautiful, and the reception was lively. But then Emily grabbed the mic during the speeches. And then, "Hey everyone," she said, drawing everyone's attention. "I just wanted to talk about how amazing my sister is, but also about me." I froze. Emily wasn't supposed to give a speech. She wasn't even on the agenda. But there she was, standing in front of everyone, smiling like she was the bride. My sister has always been the center of attention, and today, I think it's finally my turn to shine, Emily continued. After all, I've been there for her through everything, her breakups, her tears, and now I'm here to celebrate the most important day of her life. But let's not forget, this is just as much about me. The room went silent. I stood there mortified. I had worked so hard to make this day about my fiancé and me, and now my sister was turning it into a joke. But Emily wasn't done. As if the speech wasn't enough, she turned to the DJ, asking for the music to be turned down. "I think it's time for a special announcement," she said. She pulled out her phone and started showing pictures from her recent vacation to everyone, talking about how much she had learned. The photos weren't even relevant to the wedding. I walked over to her trying to stay calm. "Emily, this is my wedding. Can you please stop?" She looked at me like I was overreacting. "Oh, I was just having fun. You know how I am." I couldn't hold back the tears anymore. My wedding day was supposed to be about me and my husband, not about my sister's need for attention. After the speech, things didn't get much better. Emily kept making the day about her, joking about her turn to find a husband. By the time the evening came, I was exhausted and frustrated. The worst part was when we were about to cut the cake. Emily stepped up to the front and announced, "Before we do the cake cutting, I have something important to say." She started her own announcement, talking about how much fun the wedding was and how grateful she was for the privilege of attending. It was a slap in the face. At that moment, I walked away from the cake table, away from the reception, and found a quiet spot outside. My fiancé came to find me. "I'm sorry about everything, babe. I didn't know she would do this." I wiped away my tears. "It's not your fault, and I should have expected it from her. She always makes everything about herself." Eventually, I confronted her. Later that night, I pulled her aside and told her how hurt I was. "You ruined my wedding. This was supposed to be a celebration of love, not a platform for you." She apologized, but it felt empty. I knew this wasn't the first time she'd done something like this, and it probably wouldn't be the last. But at least I had stood up for myself, even if it didn't make the situation easier to bear.